So, we've just left the ferry port and we're about 45 minutes away. And we have a flat tyre.
I've got an axe.
She's got an axe. So we are heading up north towards Dublin. We're going to spend a couple of nights up in the Wicklow mountains. Everybody said how beautiful they are. So we're going to go up there now and try and find somewhere to park up for a couple of nights. We've just entered County Wicklow! Yeah, the weather is still beautifully nice, and as we always say, we have been so lucky with the weather, but we really have. I don't think they've had a summer like this since 1976.
Restoring everything within.
So we're heading down the Wicklow Gap, and we've done our trick of looking online on Google Maps to try and find somewhere to park up overnight, and it looks like there's a few nice little spots as we go down the gap with beautiful views, so fingers crossed, should be good.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. This willow's aligned.
Hola!
Hola!
That sounded very Spanish, but actually it's a bit more French. It's more like hola.
We have a continental camp tonight.
We do have a continental camp. We have met up with some groovy guys in a van, very similar to ours, but a lot newer, more modern, a bit more slick. I'm feeling like an old van lady.
I'm not dressed.
Gunter doesn't have a van.
Gunter is just making his hair all beautiful for the camera. I've just dyed my hair in a bucket again. He wants. Do you want me to colour your hair? Makeup, lipstick. Yeah, the movie artist, makeup artist will be along in a bit. So let me introduce our new camp today. So for this evening, we are in the Wicklow Mountains, and I today am with Gunter, who is on a motorbike. He's on a motorbike and he's done loads of world travelling, so he's been filling us with dreams of driving across Mongolia into wonderful places. And then in the French camp, we have got Vivienne and Didier. Now they have been feeding us French delicacies and even turned up with orange juice and biscuits to make me feel happy and at home. So this is Didier and Vivienne from France in their van, and they're very excited to be on YouTube. Yes.
Yeah, they only arrived today.
And then we're just going to have maybe 1 or 2 glasses of wine, maybe a beer or some orange juice, and settle down for some food, coffee, and some more stories while I try and make myself more glamorous for tomorrow. Anyway, thank you very much for joining our camp.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
It's a beautiful story.
starting our journey back towards Dublin because it's only a couple of days until we get the boat back to the UK. And we're not sure where we're going to park up tonight, but we're heading north and we'll see where we find.
Yeah.
So we've arrived at a beach just north of Wicklow, heading back up towards Dublin. We found this little parking spot overlooking the sea and we're just chilling. We've just had some dinner and I think we're gonna have a nice quiet evening in the van, catching up on a bit of Netflix maybe.
Yeah, it's just off a road. There's a road to the side of us, but it's a back road and there doesn't seem to be much traffic going by, so
it's pretty quiet.
Fine. I'll probably turn the van round and chock her just to make sure we're completely level.
Yeah,
yes.
It's always good, isn't it? When we wild camp all the time, but it's always good to face out, just in case you do ever have to move in the middle of the night for whatever reason. It's good to be facing the right way. And the trusty spirit level.
Yeah, my dad gave me this and we use it every day, and that's why it's just here. Yep. Right there, so it's just to hand. So there's a beach over there and the waves, so that's super.
We have found a beautiful spot for lunch right by the harbour. Have a look at this.
Few hours in Ireland. We're leaving the town of Bray and we are heading north up to Dublin Ferry terminal. We had a great night last night. We met one of my old college friends, Evie, and she very kindly took us out for a Chinese dinner.
Very nice, very spoilt.
Thanks, Evie. We've had an absolutely fabulous time, met loads of fabulous people.
Yeah, we really have. It's just been great.
It has, and it feels funny because it feels like it's almost come to an end. We're a bit sad.
Yeah, we are a bit sad.
But it hasn't come to an end. It's just the next chapter, and you know, our journey is a never-ending one. And so we're on to exciting things, and we're
at the end of the road,
we're going to plan exactly what we're going to be doing over the coming months, and we'll share that with you guys once we know exactly what we're doing.
But yeah, we have had a lovely time, and we didn't lose our sense of humour.
We haven't lost our sense of humour, and yeah, Dublin Ferry's probably about an hour north of where we are.
Because I've noticed that I've got wrinkles and I'm getting old, but actually that's really good, because if I'm getting old, I'm living.
So we've arrived at Stena. We're a little bit early. We're here about an hour and a half early, but they've just texted us to say it's delayed for half an hour.
That's good service to let you know.
Yeah, it's very good. So we'll probably park up and
but I have 100%
make
beef
ourselves some
burgers.
dinner. Burgers.
And brioche buns.
Amazing.
And some cheese to melt on it.
Yeah, there is a ferry there, but that's not our ferry.
And gherkins.
Gherkin. Oh, I love gherkins in a burger. You can't beat it, and it has to have ketchup and American mustard.
I've got that.
Is that just me?
Check.
I love that in a burger.
How can you not love that unless you're a vegetarian?
So, we've just left the ferry port and we're about 45 minutes away and we have a flat tyre.
I've got an axe.
She's got an axe. So we're just trying to find the jack and the tyre and we're going to give it a go. I'm whispering because we're in town and I don't want to wake everybody up.
He thinks it's going to be somewhere here. There.
Not the best thing for 1:30 in the morning. Ooh. So it's our first day back in the UK. And last night on the way back from the ferry, we got a blowout.
We are so lucky. We were literally coming through a town in Wales. So we are parked up in a town. I have gone on my phone and it looks like there is a garage 240 foot up the road. Just literally, we're on the high street, right in the middle of the high street.
Yeah, we'll show you.
Very lucky.
But yeah, it was a proper blowout. We were driving and it was like...
Yeah, it
sounded very strange.
It sounded like a firework had gone off, actually.
It did. It was very loud.
I've never had a blowout. I've had a flat, but I've never had a blowout. And it all happened very quickly. But we were very lucky because we're in town.
And we pulled into a parking space.
Yep.
So yeah, so we haven't had much sleep because we got off the boat at midnight. And we broke down at about 1:30.
About half one, yeah.
About half one. Then we spent an hour trying to change the tyre. And I'll say try and change the tyre.
Yeah.
Because we haven't actually ever needed to change a tyre before. And we were like, no, we got to do this. So we jacked it up, took the tyre off. The problem is the jack didn't lift the van wheel high enough. So we couldn't get the new tyre on.
So we need a block.
Yeah, we need a block. We even tried letting some air out because we've got a tyre inflator. We tried letting some air out of the new tyre to try and squeeze it on, but it seems to be like about an inch off for some reason. I don't know.
But that's
I don't know why, but we're going to find out why.
We're going to put the awning out. We're going to get our chairs out.
We're going to make that cup of tea and we're going to Google where the nearest mechanic is. But we haven't lost our sense of humour.
Oh no!
And it was raining while we were doing it last night. And I actually got the GoPro out, but I couldn't find where I'd put it down, so I didn't film that much of it.
So I'm just literally looking up this road because my phone told me it's 240 feet. Oh, no way. It is rich. It's just here. This is absolutely fantastic. It is literally right here. Beautiful. Oh, that's amazing. Right, we'll come back at 8 o'clock. I think it's open at 8. Opening times, 8:30 till 5:30. That's brilliant. I'll be back at 8:30. Oh, hello. Village life is wonderful. I've just had a lovely man come up to me as I'm stood outside the garage with a camera saying, can I help you? And I explained what we're all about, and yeah, thank you very much. He's very lovely. It turns out that it's actually his son's garage. We ended up getting a parking spot there because that's where the blowout was, just a little bit back. And I just pulled into here and the garage is here. How ridiculously lucky are we? So I'm just going back up. It's called Central Garage, and I'm hoping they have something that can help me. Let's have a look. So I am at Central Garage with Idris, who has been my hero of the day because
Lifesaver!
Because our jack didn't jack. We've worked out that the jack doesn't give enough height for clearance of the tyre. So yes, he saved our day.
Should have checked. Hashtag should have checked before we left.
We're at Central Garage. Here is the sign, because it's just the place to be. And what's the name of this town, Idris? Bethesda. Beautiful. So we have been so blessed to meet so many lovely people, and Ireland was fantastic, but Wales is rocking it today because
they came to our help.
They came to us. Look at us, we're on the floor, we're all grubby, we need a shower. We were on the floor at 2 o'clock in the morning in the rain trying to jack the jack, and the jack was not playing. So thank you very much, Idris, and we will see you soon.
You're welcome. You're welcome.